Welcome to Unlocking SuiteCommerce, a series of tutorials, how-tos, and guides guaranteed to make SuiteCommerce easy.
Hi, I'm Marcelo, Project Management Lead at Tavano team, and today we're going to look at one of the most powerful time-saving features in NetSuite, CSV imports. If you've ever needed to update dozens or thousands of records in NetSuite, doing it one by one through the UI can be a real headache. That's where CSV imports come in. Let's walk through what they are, when to use them, and how to run a successful import from start to finish. What is a CSV import? A CSV file is a plain text spreadsheet where each value is separated by a comma, which can be opened by programs like Google Sheets or Excel. NetSuite can read and process this format to update or create a large number of records in bulk. It's especially useful when you need to create or update multiple items, edit customer or vendor records, adjust pricing, inventory, and more. Why use CSV imports? Let's say you need to update 200 inventory items. Doing that manually would take hours. With a CSV import, you can make all of your edits in a spreadsheet and upload everything at once, while continuing to work in NetSuite. It runs in the background and helps reduce manual errors, providing a handy error log in case you need to correct anything. Step 1. Prepare your CSV file. Each record type in NetSuite has required fields. For items in SuiteCommerce, you'll typically need item name or SKU, display name, base price, tax schedule, is online, yes, no. Make sure your column headers in the CSV file are named as closely as possible to the corresponding NetSuite fields. This makes the field mapping step easier. As best practice, make sure to refer to the internal ID of a record instead of its label. This is because internal IDs are unique and remain constant, even if the label is changed. Step 2. Access the Import Assistant. To get started, go to Setup, Import Export, Import CSV Records. This will open the Import Assistant. The assistant will guide you through each step. Let's work on creating a new item for the purpose of this example. First, you'll choose the import type, in this case items, then the specific record type, in this example, inventory item. Step 3. Upload your file and set format options. Upload your CSV file. Choose character encoding, we recommend UTF-8, the limiter, usually a comma, but NetSuite supports others. Click Next to continue. Step 4. Choose import options. Here, you'll select the type of import. Add to create new records, update to edit existing ones, add or update to let NetSuite decide based on whether it finds matches or not. You can also enable advanced options like triggering workflows and suite scripts upon imported records, set multi-select delimiters for fields with multiple values, determining which symbol is going to be used as a CSV decimal delimiter. Step 5. Map your fields. You have your file and you have your CSV Import Assistant ready. Now it's time to match your file columns with NetSuite fields. On the left, you'll see the column headers from your spreadsheet. On the right, NetSuite fields for the record type you selected. NetSuite will try to auto-match similar names. For example, your column is online might match NetSuite's displaying website. If not, you can manually match fields by clicking and selecting the correct NetSuite field, hardcode values directly from the interface without having to have them on the original file. Example, force all imported items to displaying website equals yes. You can also clear values by selecting set value to null. Step 6. Save your mapping. Optional, but recommended. If you've matched multiple fields, save the mapping to reuse it later. This is a huge time saver if you frequently import the same type of data. Step 7. Review and run the import. Give your import a name and click Save and Run. Your import will run in the background. To check its progress, go to Setup, Import Export, View CSV Import Status. Find your import in the list and review the status, results, and any errors. Troubleshooting errors. If any records fail to import, NetSuite will provide a CSV error report with line-by-line explanations. Common issues include invalid references, example a tax schedule that doesn't exist, missing required fields, or incorrect formatting. Open the file, correct the values, and re-import using your saved mapping. Once your import completes, you can verify the import by locating one of the records you imported. For this case, go to the item record in NetSuite, open the System Information tab, and check the system notes. You'll see the record was created or updated via the CSV import. And that's how you run a CSV import in NetSuite. Whether you're onboarding new inventory, updating prices, or adjusting hundreds of fields at once, CSV imports are a smart way to scale your operations without slowing down. Subscribe to our channel for more NetSuite and SuiteCommerce tutorials, and don't forget to turn on notifications. See you next time.